gravel road, sunset low, dust on my old blue jeans. The radio plays our favorite song from when we were 17. Your laugh still echoes in the trees along that county line. I drive these miles just to remember when your hand was still in mine. Every turn feels like your name, every mile still feels the same. Back road love, under a wide open sky. Two young hearts just learning how to fly. Back road love, slow dance in the dark. Even broken roads still lead me to your heart. Truck bed stars and a summer wind, fireflies in your eyes. We talked about forever, like we had all the time. Now the nights feel longer and the silence hits me hard. But every back road memory still runs through my heart. I tried to leave it all behind, but your ghost still rides my mind. Back road love, under a wide open sky. Two young hearts just learning how to fly. Back road love, slow dance in the dark. Even broken roads still lead me to your heart. If I ever find that old dirt turn, I'd drive it back if love will let me learn. Back road love, I still feel you here in every song and every gear. And back road love, no matter how far I run, you're the road I always come from. You're the road I always come from. Two a.m. on an old bar clock, neon buzz in a quiet parking lot. Phone in my hand, one drink left. Try not to text you, but I'm failing myself. I swore I was done with all this regret, but the truth gets loud when the world goes dead. These late night confessions, pouring out with the whiskey and smoke, saying all the things I should have said before I let you go. These late night confessions, I hide them when the sun shines through. By daylight I'm strong and moving on, but at midnight I'm still missing you. Bartender knows my usual lie. I say I'm fine, he just rolls his eyes. Every sad song on the jukebox knows exactly how this story goes. I keep my pride in the daylight bright, but it cracks wide open every night. These late night confessions, pouring out with the whiskey and smoke, before I let you go. These late night confessions, I hide them when the sun shines through. By daylight I'm strong and moving on, but at midnight I'm still missing you. If I ever dial your number again, I hope you don't hear how broken I've been. These late night confessions, they fade with the morning light, but the truth is always waiting when the world goes quiet at night. Yeah, these late night confessions, they show me what's real and true. I can lie to everyone else, but I can't lie to you. Yeah, these late night confessions. Mason jar light in a quiet July, fireflies dancing in your brown eyes. We sat on the tailgate talking about forever, like we had the whole world and all the weather. Your hand in mine felt warm and true, but I could feel the change in you. It was fireflies and goodbye, summer love with a one-way sign. We made a wish on a falling sky, then watched our North Star change its light. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye, two young hearts learning how to try. We held on tight, then learned to cry under those fireflies and goodbye. August came with your packed up dreams, cardboard boxes and quiet screams. Your mama cried on the front porch step. I said I was strong, but I just lied to myself. You kissed my cheek like you'd be okay, but your eyes had already driven away. It was fireflies and goodbye, summer love with a one-way sign. We made a wish on a falling sky, then watched our North Star change its light. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye, two young hearts learning how to try. We held on tight, then learned to cry under those fireflies and goodbye. Some goodbyes come soft and slow, like they don't even wanna go. Fireflies and goodbye still sparkle in my memory. Even now on lonely nights, they flicker back to you and me. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye, I let you go, but I still sigh. Some loves don't fade, they just change the light, like those fireflies in my goodbye. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye. Morning sun on an empty side of the bed, your coffee cup still where you left it instead. Front porch quiet, but your voice I still find. In every little shadow, you're forever on my mind. tried to move on, I tried to be strong, but every road I drive, you're the echo in the song. Forever on my mind, like a tattoo on my heart. No matter how far I drive, girl, that's where you are. Forever on my mind, in every wrong and right, I'll let you go in time, but I never let you leave my life. Old photos fading in a wooden frame, but your smile still hits me just the same. Small town rumors, they all say I'm fine, but they don't know you're forever on my mind. I learned how to breathe without you here, but every quiet moment still brings you near. Forever on my mind, like a tattoo on my heart. No matter how far I drive, girl, that's where you are. Forever on my mind, you're never wrong and right. I'll let you go in time, but I never let you leave my life. Maybe one day I'll stop looking back, but tonight your memories are all that I have. Forever on my mind, and every star I find. I lost you in my hands, but not in my mind. Yeah, forever on my mind, and every star I find. I lost you in my hands, but not in my mind. Yeah, forever on my mind. Your box is by the hallway wall, my jacket's still on the kitchen chair. We talk like strangers, trying not to fall, but every word still leads us there. We said we're done, we said enough, but letting go is harder than it sounds. We're hanging on to us like the last light in a fading room, on reasons we don't trust, on promises we used to use. Yeah, we're hanging on to us with both hands shaking loose, even when the truth says let it go. We're still hanging on to us. We sleep back to back in the same old bed, dreams on different sides of the night. You say we're better off as friends, but your tears don't match your lines. We keep saying this is the end, then we circle right back again. We're hanging on to us like the last light in a fading room, on reasons we don't trust, on promises we used to use. Yeah, we're hanging on to us with both hands scar and every lie, through every lonely touch, through every almost goodbye. Yeah, we're hanging on to us like it's all we ever knew. Maybe one day we'll both be free, but tonight we're hanging on to us. Yeah, hanging on to us. Clock on the wall says we're out of time. Your eyes won't meet these tired eyes of mine. We're sitting close but a world apart, like strangers holding pieces of a heart. I don't need answers, I don't need blame. Just one small truth I can still claim. If you still care, say it slow so I can breathe. If there's any love still living there, don't let it die in me. If you still care, don't let silence take your place. Even a goodbye hurts less than doubt. If you still care, coffee's cold, mine's going too. Everything's wrong that once felt true. We talk in circles we can't unwind, but I hear your heart between the lines. I'm not asking you to stay the same. Just tell me if you feel the flame. If you still care, say it slow so I can breathe. If there's any love still living there, don't let it die in me. If you still care, don't let silence take your place. Even a goodbye hurts less than doubt. If you still care, I can take the fall, I just can't take not knowing it all. If you still care, then reach out, don't turn away. If we're standing on our last thin prayer, don't let it slip in gray. If you still care, let me hear it once again. I'd rather break in honest pain than wonder if you still care. Yeah, if you still care. Watched you grow through the front yard light, from scraped knees to your prom night. Now there's another hand holding yours, and I'm smiling like I don't feel the storm. I tell myself it's the way it should be, but my heart still remembers differently. Yeah, I loved you first, before the rings and the white dress lace. I loved you first, before time could change our place. I won't stand in your happiness way. I'll cheer you on and swallow the hurt, but deep in my chest it'll always be true that I loved you first. I taught you how to drive that old Ford slow, how to dance when the radio's low. Now we hold you like I used to do, and I pray he loves you as strong as I do. This ain't jealousy, this ain't regret, it's just a truth I can't forget. Yeah, I loved you first, before the rings and the white dress lace. I loved you first, before time could change our place. I won't stand in your happiness way. I'll cheer you on and swallow the hurt, but deep in my chest it'll always be true that I loved you first. If loving you now means letting you go, then I'll carry this quietly, so you'll never know. Yeah, I loved you first, and I'll love you after too. Just not the way I used to, not the way I once could do. I'll smile and clap at your new life, and pray that you're always safe, but my heart will always whisper soft, I loved you first. Rust on the chrome and a dent in the side, old farm truck barely making the drive, tailgate shaking on a gravel bank. We chased the stars with torn up dreams, we laughed so loud we forgot the pain. Said one day we'll be leaving this place. Broken tailgate dreams, riding fast on borrowed hope, two wild hearts on the edge between, running free and going broke. Yeah, broken tailgate dreams, we swore we'd make it out alive, but time took you one way and it left me here behind. Your pictures fading in the glove box light, radio static in the middle of the night. Everybody else seems to move ahead, but I'm still talking to the things we said. We promised more than this town could hold, but life don't always do what it's told. Broken tailgate dreams, riding fast on borrowed hope, two wild hearts on the edge between, running free and going broke. Yeah, broken tailgate dreams, we swore we'd make it out alive, but time took you one way and it left me here behind. inside my chest. I learned that growing up sometimes means learning to love what's left. Yeah, broken tailgate dreams, they didn't make us who we planned to be. But every scar I carry now still feels like you and me.
I swore I'd never feel this way again. Built these walls like they were my best friend. Every scar said don't let love inside. I wore my loneliness with a little pride. Then you smiled like the sun through a storm, and every old promise was suddenly warm. Yeah, love comes back around like a song you forgot you knew. Just when you think you shut it down, it finds a way back to you. Yeah, love comes back around on a road you swore was done. I was lost, I was 6 feet down. Then I felt your rising sun. You took my hand like you knew my past. Didn't ask me why love never lasts. You just stayed like you weren't afraid of all the mess and mistakes I've made. I tried to run, I tried to doubt, but you saw straight through my way out. Yeah, love comes back around like a song you forgot you knew. Just when you think you've shut it down, it finds a way back to you. Yeah, love comes back around on a road you swore was done. I was lost, I was 6 feet down. Then I felt your rising sun. Maybe we don't get to choose the time, but we get to choose whose hand we find. Yeah, love comes back around stronger than it ever was. I was sure my world was breaking down. Then I learned to trust because, yeah, love comes back around. Even after all I found, every goodbye, every heartbreak sound still leads to love back around. Yeah, love comes back around. You say you're fine on the telephone, but your silence says you're still alone. Every word you choose so carefully feels like you're hiding the truth from me. You talk about work, you talk about day, but there's a whole lot you don't wanna say. I hear love between the lines, in every pause and every lie, in the way your voice gets soft sometimes, like you're trying not to cry. Yeah, I hear love between the lines, even when you're say you're okay, but your breath still shakes that same old way. You change the subject when it gets too real, like love's a secret you don't wanna feel. You tell me not to read too deep, but your heart's louder than the words you keep. I hear love between the lines, in every pause and every lie, in the way your voice gets soft sometimes, like you're trying not to cry. Yeah, I hear love between the lines, even when you're saying goodbye. Even dress it up in different signs, but your heart still talks to mine. Yeah. If you ever need the truth laid bare, I'll be right here when you're done pretending you don't care. I hear love between the lines, in the spaces you leave behind. Even when you say it's over now, your silence keeps proving mine. Yeah, I hear love between the lines, like an echo you can't deny. You might put distance in the words you speak, but your heart still